group of people wanted to belong, the daughter of a thought, a legacy that has been passed along. And so these families began to build their dream, the sacred Jewish home of Chanutzim.
Guided by our past, we learn and teach and grow our tree of life, Tikkun Olam. We're not afraid to stand for what is right, planting the seeds to build a strong identity, loving kindness, justice, and community. I am Sinai, welcoming love in Sinai, roots and tradition for the Jewish life's our mission, a shining light for me. That's why I'm Sinai, growing together. Sinai, found my connection. We're more than a congregation. We're a family. Standing here today, we know the journey's only just begun. Anive Atah, we build our future here with everyone. So join us to celebrate what's been and what will be. Together we'll make Jewish memories. I am Sinai, welcoming love in Sinai, roots and tradition for the Jewish life's our mission, a shining light for me. That's why I'm Sinai, growing together. Sinai, found my connection. We're more than a congregation. We're a family. Here's where I have nurtured my Jewish soul. Here's a place where I feel I am whole, 'cause I am whole. I am Sinai, welcoming love in Sinai, roots and tradition for the Jewish life's our mission, a shining light for me. That's why I'm Sinai, growing together. Sinai, found my connection. We're more than a congregation. We're a family. Sinai, welcoming love in Sinai, roots and tradition for the Jewish life's our mission, a shining light for me. That's why I'm Sinai, growing together. Sinai, found my connection. We're more than a congregation. We're a family. We are family.
We're going to start right on time so we can finish on time so I can go home because it turns out Naomi Lepak is going to praise us this weekend. Naomi's coming home this weekend. Don't know why. She is.
Yeah, la 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 la, yeah, la
Shabbat Shalom. This week, as we celebrate Pesach, we know that we are leaving Egypt, Yitziat Mitzrayim. And Mitzrayim in Hebrew is equivalent to from a narrow place. And if we think about our lives, all the things that constrict us, all the things that box us in, all the things that in some way enslave us, we hope that this week and going forward that we are able to experience freedom, that we are able to escape from those narrow places in our lives. We do that within the context of community, with others who are around us. How good it is that we get to be together. Page 128, Hine Matov Umanayim.
Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim. 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 Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
Page 127. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in the darkness, for Shabbat peace, born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Page 131, Shir Ladonai Kol Haaretz, sing unto God a new song, all the earth.
Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God all the earth and your song. I will sing unto God and your song. Sing unto God and we all sing along. All the earth and your song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירדנו כל הצייר. לפני אדוני קיבה קיבה ישפוט הארץ. ישפוט תבל בצדק פעמים באמונתו.
Page 137. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Adonai bestow strength upon your people. Bless our people with peace.
Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yevarech et ha'amo. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yevarech et ha'amo.
Page 138, we welcome Shabbat as we would welcome a bride, Lechadodi.
Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'diborecha hishmi'anu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad v'shemu letiferet v'helitchila
Adoni Katala Bnei Shabbat Kabbalat Adoni Katala Bnei Shabbat Kabbalat Ikrat Shabbat Echov Enelcha Ki Mekor Haverach Hamerosh Mikerem Esucha Sov Maaseh Machshavat Chila
Echadori Ikrat Kala Bnei Shabbat Kabbalat Echadori Ikrat Kala Bnei Shabbat Kabbalat Hitoreri Kiva Orech Kumi Uri Shir Daberi Kivod Adonai Allah Yifnigla Lechadori Likrat Kala Bnei Shabbat Kabbalat Lechadori Likrat Kala Bnei Shabbat Kabbalat. We rise, we turn to the door, we welcome the Shabbat bride.
Boi Besharom Hateret Bala Kam Besimcha Uvetzolat Ochemudei Am Segula Boi Hala Boi Hala
Lechadori Likrat Kala Bnei Shabbat Kabbalat Lechadori Likrat Kala Bnei Shabbat Kabbalat. Be seated. Jenny, will you come and light our Shabbat candles? Nope. Yeah. Press. There you go. Amen. Invite the congregation to rise. Page 146. We ready ourselves for prayer. Baruch Hu.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared?
May be seated. Page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
Baruch atah Adonai Amari Barabim.
Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohim, Amen.
Page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, תורתנו תוסף אלה. מלכותך ראובנך, חוקיים לפני משה ומרים, סליינו ואמרו, אדוני מלוך לעולם ועד. בן דמר כפנה את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך, אתה אדוני העל ישראל.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Bless our sleep with peace. V'ha'amitenu shomrinu l'chaim, and awaken us to life renewed.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ushmor tzedkeinu, uvoeinu, l'chaim u'shalom, me'ata ve'ad olam. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim.
The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat in every generation as a covenant for all time. It is a sign forever between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days the eternal God made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from labor and rested.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם, ברית עולם, ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שאל Shabbat vahi nafas.
We rise for Amidah, page 164.
Yenanai nai 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 Adonai. Yenanai nai 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 Svatai tifta. Yenanai nai 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 Ufi agil. Ufi agil teilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Eloi Avoteinu ve'Imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGivor ve'Adorah, El Elyon, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניכם, למען שמו ואהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור רם אדוני, מחיה כל אתה, רם ויושיע. משיב הרוח המוריד הטעם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, ישנה עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללוך סלם. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festivals. And so it is written in your Torah, the heaven and earth were finished and all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, and ceased from all the creative work that God had chosen to do. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai, our God, grant us as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel, who sanctifies your name, may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imoteinu, יעלה ויבוא וזכר זיכרוננו וזיכרון עולמך בית ישראל לפניך לטובה לחן לחסד ולרחמים ולחיים ושלום ביום חג המצות הזה, זוכרנו אדוני אלוהינו, ולטובה.
Amen.
ולפקדנו ולברכה.
Amen.
ויושיענו לחיים.
Amen. Our God and God of our ancestors, be mindful of your people Israel and recall our merit for good and grace and in loving kindness and compassion for life and peace on this festival of Pesach. This day remember us for well-being.
Amen.
This day bless us with your nearness.
Amen.
This day help us to a fuller life.
Amen.
And may be seated. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving.
Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulechanai lechodol. Shalom ra'ah al Yisrael amcha, tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'ah al Yisrael amcha, tasim le'olam. Page 178. Shalom ra'ah al Yisrael amcha, tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'ah al Yisrael amcha, tasim le'olam. Ki ata u'melech adon b'chol hashadon. Ki ata u'melech adon b'chol hashadon. Shalom ra'ah al Yisrael amcha, tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'ah al Yisrael amcha, tasim le'olam. B'tov einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael, v'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Before we add the prayers of our hearts to the prayers of our Siddur, we ask that God bless all those who are in need of healing of the body, healing of the spirit. On this Shabbat, we're thinking about Marilyn Beaumont and Osvaldo Barraza, Zelma Berger, Elliot Citron, Eliezer ben Esther, Valea, Eliyahu ben Reuven, Vamiriam, Elka Rock, Marcia Friedman, Rita Gold, Marion Gordon, Sharon Greenberg, Joseph Grunberg, Shoshana Grunberg, Ed Johns, Mindy Elizabeth Jones, Susan Jones, Jack Lieb, Bonnie Partridge, Shoshana Dvora, Bat Chava, Barry Sugar, Nancy Simon, Gail Slatko, Ruvain Ben Zelig, Vitsivia Halevi, Aryeh Tzvi Ben Sara, Kevin Webb, Peter Wells, Sarah Wolf, Tema Bat Zelig. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah hu yavarech v'yira pei et cholim Kodesh Baruch Hu Yamalei Rachamim Aleihem L'hachlimam l'rapotam l'hachazikam l'hachiotam v'yishlach b'mheira refuah shlema refuat nefesh u'refuat guf b'toch shar cholei Yisrael hashtaba galau v'zman kariv and omar. We say, Amen. Take a moment for silent personal prayer.
May the one who makes peace in the high heavens make peace for us, for all Israel, and for all who inhabit the earth. Ose Shalom Ibramav, page 180. Ose Shalom Ibramav, Uyase Shalom Aleinu, Behal Kol Israel, Behal Kol Yeshvei Tevel, Ve'imru
I've taught many times that in Judaism there is more than one New Year's. Right? Most of us think about New Year's. We think about January 1st, December 31st, January 1st. That's not even in Judaism. Then we know, all right, we think about Judaism's New Year's, and of course, what do we think about? We think about Rosh Hashanah, which happens in the fall. But the Torah speaks of another new year, the first day of the first month, which is not actually Tishrei, which is when Rosh Hashanah occurs, but rather the first day of the first month of Nisan, which is when the month of Pesach happens. So, which is the more important new year? We might be tempted to reply that, of course, Rosh Hashanah is, since the synagogue is overflowing with people. And while Pesach is a beautiful holiday, it somehow just doesn't have quite the drawing power of Rosh Hashanah. But if you asked me to choose between the two, I'd pick Pesach. And I'd assert that the Torah was right in proclaiming this month of Nisan, the month of spring, as the real new year of the world. So tonight, I want to reflect on our two new years, and I want to suggest three aspects of Pesach which are different from that other new year. So in the first place, Rosh Hashanah is essentially a synagogue holiday. Its observance depends on synagogue attendance. Pesach, on the other hand, is more truly a home holiday. We don't have to worry about finding a seat in the synagogue. We're more concerned about having a place at the Seder. The emphasis is on being at home, with family, at a festive table, and experiencing the values that emanate from the home. Now, setting aside COVID as the great excuse for people to stay at home and not come to the synagogue, I do think the time has come for Jews to give greater thought to and show a little more concern for their home Jewish life. There's great danger that our religion has become limited to the synagogue. It's great to have beautiful sanctuaries, to participate in inspiring worship as a community, and to hear what I hope are inspiring and meaningful sermons. Nevertheless, regardless of the success of our synagogue programs, if we fail to bring Judaism into our homes, we will be spiritually defeated. The success of Judaism must be measured by its presence in our homes. Pesach calls us to create sanctuaries not only in the synagogue which we attend, but in the place in which we live. There's a second aspect of Pesach that differentiates it from Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is essentially a holiday for adults. The emphasis is on mature growth and understanding, on the capacity to evaluate our past actions. On Pesach, the most important person is the child. When we hold the Seder, we do not send the children off to sleep. We do not separate them from the grown-ups. Our children become the principal guest at the Seder. Almost immediately after it begins, parents call upon the youngest to stand and recite the 4 questions. All the rituals are arranged so that the children will be inspired and come to understand the meaning of the festival. It's so important that we never ignore our children. If we don't instill upon them a sense of their past and the importance of continuity, we have lost our future. Pesach helps us point us in the right direction. The third difference between the two New Years is this. Rosh Hashanah, like Yom Kippur, is approached with trembling. We remind ourselves that we are growing older and question our destiny. We probe deeply into our souls and at times emerge from the High Holy Day season with the feeling that life is fleeting and tragic. We're troubled by so many problems that we fail to appreciate the beauty of the life that we have. Pesach's different. It is the festival of spring. It speaks not of death, but of birth and rebirth. It invites us to go out and enjoy the fields and the gardens. Everything that died 6 months ago is living again. The trees that were so barren are producing blossoms and leaves. Even here in South Florida, after months of waiting for my orchids to bloom, all of a sudden, hey, how about that? They're blooming. The grass that was brown and withered is turning green again. All that reminded us of death is right now calling us to life. Pesach is the festival of hope. If there's anything we need today, it is that surge of optimism. Pesach teaches us not to be overwhelmed by our tragedies. It denies that life has no meaning. It reminds us that every moment has the potential to be the beginning of a wonderful new era in our lives. So, while our Seders may be complete, the holiday is not. We have days more to not only celebrate this festival of freedom, but to explore its meanings and experience its very profound and important possibilities for our homes, for our families, and for our future. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. We are going to pick up our Sidurim once again, page 586. We invite the congregation to rise for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, אלא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Turn our thoughts to those who are no longer with us, those who have given us the gift of memory. Remember Eric Lipschutz, Joan Friedland, Leroy Raffel, all who have died over the past 30 days for whom we are observing Shloshim. And we acknowledge the yortzites of our congregants' loved ones whom we have observed this past week. Charles Byrne, Joseph Engel, Martin Finkelstein, Craig Gorson, Morris Grotenstein, Irene Kopelman, Sylvia Lockman, Brian Peeknagura, Sylvia Shanerman, Rick Shapiro, Pauline Shulka-Sharon, Catherine Ann Solomon, Jaime Wolnowitz. Remember those who are listed below who are found on our memorial walls here in the sanctuary. We invite the congregation to rise for Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'gala uv'izman kari v'imru.
Amen.
Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olomei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal Shemei dekudashah le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'milan ve'alma v'yimru
Amen.
Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya Chaim Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'romav, huyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
May the source of peace send peace to all, more and comfort to all who are bereaved. Together we say, Amen. May be seated. Once again, want to wish all of you a Shabbat Shalom. Say thank you to Jonathan Warwick for serving as our greeter this evening. Just a reminder that we still have plenty of Pesach left, but as you are looking at your calendar, please join us on Wednesday morning, April 12th, for our seventh day, our final day of Pesach service, 10:30. That will include Yisker. We will mention the names of all those who are connected to our community who have died over the past year. And of course, remember all of our loved ones who are no longer with us. So please join us next Wednesday. Then on Friday and Sunday, we have two events. Friday, we will invite Tracy Labgold, who is the Florida Education and Training Manager for Keshet, who will be speaking in advance of our participation in the Miami Beach Pride Parade. She'll be speaking about LGBTQ plus Jews to be a part of our community, that we welcome them into our community. And we don't speak about them as them, we think about them as us, that all are welcome here. So we hope you will join us next Friday at our usual time, and then on Sunday that you'll join lots of our congregants at 11:30 for the Pride Parade and march behind the Temple Sinai banner. That Sunday as well, you're welcome to stay down at Miami Beach, make a day of it, because later in the day at 6 p.m. We will be gathering for our community observance of Yom HaShoah at 6 p.m. And our own Cantor Norman has really made a name for himself. He will be singing as he has done in the past. He'll be singing as part of that. So we hope that you will join all of us. That brings us to, we just keep marching our way through April. April 26th, we are going to be celebrating Israel at 75 with just a free, hard to believe, a free community event, a musical celebration of Israel with not only Cantor Norman, but his colleagues from Beth Torah and Aventura Turnberry. And we hope that, yes, it is a free event, but we do hope that you would make a donation or even reserve some patron seating and help us defray the cost. We do thank the Israelson Family Foundation, who is making all of that possible, but we hope that you will donate as well. I think that takes care. Yep. Well, that's a good thing for us to end with. Let my people go, page 665.
Israel was in Egypt land, we say, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, we say, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land, tell all Pharaoh to let my people go. Said the Lord, bold Moses said, let my people go. If not, שם את פרעה, שלח נא את עמי. שלח נא אמור נא לו, שלח נא את עמי. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Let my people go. Let my people go.
We conclude our service with Kiddush and Motzi. We invite the congregation to please rise.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידש לנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו בשבת קודשו ואהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, אותנו קידשת מכל העמים. בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. חיים.
Wow. Matzah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.